All right, clap one. On three, here we go. 1, 2, 3. In a world where true crime podcasts take themselves very seriously, we bring you Holiday Hootenanny 4. Live free or die hard. That's right, dear listeners. Welcome to the Hoot, the Holiday Hootenanny. Part Quattro. Live free or die hard, a true crime and cocktails tradition. As always, I am your host, Lauren Ash, and as always, I am joined by my co-hostess with the most S, Christy Oxborrow.
I'm doing great.
Now, for those who are watching, not listening, we have once again outdone ourselves. We, of course, are donning our Love Actually cosplay.
Yeah.
And Christy, of course, has chosen the child in the deep background dressed as a penguin.
There's two of them. One involved a leather jacket. I opted not for the leather jacket child. I did have a wig cap on and a wig.
Yep.
Prior to this. It wasn't comfortable with the cans, so I have moved it, or I have taken the wig and wig cap off. Why keep the hat? Twofold. One, I'm going to say something nice about myself. I like how I look in a hat.
Yeah.
And two, because when the Philadelphia Flyers win the 2024 Stanley Cup, I am absolutely going to wear a hat on the next, I was going to say broadcast.
Well,
on the episode after that at some point.
It's
So
the Hoot, dear listeners. So she's already half cut. It's my favorite time of goddamn year on this show. It's the one episode where she gets drunk and slurry and I somehow keep it together. It's a gift in my life. Now, you mentioned cans being uncomfortable, and that's a real mouthful because I have opted to dress as just Judy. Of course, the porn stand-in. One of the hands is already detached. We'll post pictures on our socials
of course
of these reveals. But basically, what I have constructed is a bra with men's hands and then a body out of a pillow that I dressed.
Yep.
To make it look like the scene where she is, of course, bending over. I've done a side-by-side here. I'll show up to the camera for anybody who's watching. So that was what I was recreating. And you know what? Honestly, I think I did a pretty damn good job. Now, this is easily the most involved cosplay I feel like I have done yet. I feel like Christy always raises the bar, and I was like, I need to meet it. Now, did this also start to fall apart immediately when we started recording tonight? Yes. If you're interested in seeing the actual in real time reveal of these costumes to one another, go to patreon.com/truecrimeandcocktails. The December happy hour. We filmed the reveals so you can see us delighted with each other in real time. You can also see me really struggling under the weight of this fake man's torso I've constructed out of a very heavy pillow. But now what's nice is I'm kind of just sitting into it.
Yeah.
And I know what you're thinking, Lauren, it's an audio medium. You could have changed out of this. I know that. Lauren, you just kind of look nude. I'm comfortable with that.
That's the thing. I mean, you said it before about why do we do this?
Yeah.
It's an audio medium.
And I'll say this one is literally an albatross.
Yeah.
It's pulling down. And to be honest, the bra is starting to lose structure. So at any moment, I could just flop a nip out. And I think I'm going to have to change.
Sure.
I think I'm going to have to change at the break. But I wanted to commit to the bit.
Of course.
I'm also proud of my work. I also am I can't do bangs in real life because I have a wicked cowlick.
Same.
But God, these look cute. I should get little clip-in bangs.
You can get that?
Yeah.
Why am I even surprised?
Yeah.
I'm sure literally anything can be gotten at this point in time.
I did a photo shoot recently that was kind of like rock and roll themed. The photos haven't come out yet. And they put my hair guy who Guy Schodler, who's a love of my life, who's done my hair for 10 years. He put in little bangs and kind of created like almost like a Miley Cyrus mullet. It looked so cool. So cool. Yeah, I'm excited for,
Yes.
to see those final photos. Um, but listen, dear listeners, we couldn't be happier to be here with yous. It is again my favorite time of year. It is it's toot toot. Brandy,
Oh yeah.
uh that's a deep callback to for our OG listeners. Um, but I gotta just get into it right off the hop.
Yeah.
Uh I gotta know what you drinking over there.
I've made a concoction and it might be a mistake.
And you're gonna try it in real time, right?
I am. Um, because I didn't really have time to like research or create something. But I was like, you know what I love? I love a Mike's Lime.
Or same.
So I was like, I love that. But I'm like, I wish I could like zhuzh it a bit, like just do something different to it. So inexplicably, I've muddled some mint
Okay.
and I've added some cranberry juice.
I think this is gonna be delicious.
Well, the problem is I couldn't find a cup large enough to hold the full can plus what I felt would be enough of the cranberry. So then I ended up with a massive mug. So it ended up being a can and a half of Mike's. I mean, this looks like Christmas.
Wowzer, that is large.
Hoot hoot.
Here we go.
Actually, it's not bad.
Go over it for us again. You got the Mike's Hard Lime, you
Yeah.
got the muddled mint,
Yeah.
and you
First, I put the mint in there. I did a muddle.
yeah.
Then I added the can and a half of Mike's. And then I added some cranberry juice
I
because
think
I
that
didn't
sounds
want
like
just cranberry. I wanted the cherry as well. And I'll say it, the mint makes it
you really responded to the mint
in the
in
scoop.
the Scoot, which was our
Yeah.
original, I feel like one of our original cocktails from the
I
first
think it
Hoot.
was mint and either cranberry. Maybe I used cran cherry then too. And that's why mint and cran together in my brain. So I think I took a Mike's lime. I took a scoot, but then I took a Mike's lime and used it as the alcohol to add
Right.
a lime to it. The mint, again, I like a muddled mint.
You do. You
It's
really responded
nice.
to it before.
Yeah.
I love to see this for you.
So it's nice. And again, it's a can and a half. And that means it'll probably be a can and a half in the next one too. And I've already had a full, very large drink
Yes,
from our first record.
we did record the December happy hour for Patreon
Yeah.
before the Hoot. So yeah, she's
Yeah.
already into it. I, of course, abstained until now. Um, I've made something that I'll be honest was not originally my recipe.
Okay.
Someone introduced this to me recently,
Also,
and
doesn't have
I've
to be.
yeah, well, exactly. So, but I got a couple variations that I'm going to tell you about.
Thank you for
Hey,
that.
variations. Why variations? It's the same amount of doesn't matter.
It
I
adds
put
a
this in
spice.
my Ashes Falalala loaded glass that I had made a few years ago. Favorite of
Mhm.
mine. Um, Now this is a drink. Again, I'm gonna give you 2 variations. I'm drinking the more simpler one just based on time and logistics, but I'm gonna walk you through both cocktails because
Oh, I like
there's a
that.
second version of this that's more involved that is exceptional. So this one, we're just calling a horchata royale, and it is
Okay.
horchata. I put a cup measure in, 2 shots of Crown Royal,
Oh, wow.
shout out to Canada,
Of course.
and cinnamon. Just like
Oh,
a good kinda dollop. Now, for those who aren't familiar with horchata, I've brought you a little research.
words you have.
So, horchata is essentially now this is of course we did not make this ourselves, so this was bought at a store, but it's essentially rice milk, cinnamon, and some kind of sweetener, sugar. Those are kind of like the basics. So you can make it yourself
Sure.
or you can buy it at a store. But the good news about this is dairy free. So if you're interested in having some sort of kind of milky holiday drink,
Sure.
this is the choice for you because sorry, and if you either are lactose intolerant or vegan, this is for you. And
Hey.
also, it's just damn delicious. This drinks like it's so smooth.
Oh, I like that.
I
like that
really
for you.
think you would respond to this. It's delicious.
Now, should we be posting the recipes for this? Not that mine's a recipe. Mine's take another out thing that exists and
Yep.
add shit.
That's what every cocktail is. Oh yeah, we should. I think we will be posting these recipes, but again, let me take you through the history of horchata first.
Please do.
Horchata was originally popularized in Spain, but
Oh,
it was created in Nigeria and Mali, i.e., Northern Africa, as early as 2400 BC.
wow.
Um, you can also heat this. I'm doing this over ice. You can do it warm.
Oh, I would really prefer my beverages not to be warm for the most
Well,
part.
I at the
My
holidays I
boozy
do like
beverages.
I like a hot booze. I like a mulled wine. I like a hot booze. So
Sure.
I have been drinking these a lot lately, and the other night had a brainwave.
Oh,
What if we jazzed it up a little bit?
I'm listening.
Same base
Yeah.
in the blender, ice, small cup of ice. I didn't do a measure. I'd say maybe like a quarter of a cup, half cup. That's to your own preference.
Hmm.
A banana
Interesting.
and a handful of milk chocolate chips. Blend that up. It's a boozy smoothie that tastes exactly like motherfucking banana bread. It's so good.
Oh,
So good. And I also haven't experimented yet, but I also think you could put a little bit of peanut butter chips or just peanut butter in there as well if you want to jazz it up even further. Then we're getting further from banana bread, but that's just an idea I had that I haven't tried. But anyway, so we've got the horchata royale and we got the banana bread. Those are the two cocktails I bring to the Hoot this year. And let me tell
hey,
you something, you will not regret it. I also feel like if you don't have access to horchata, because it can be hard to find at certain places,
sure.
um, you could do any sort of milk beverage that you like and just add some cinnamon and sugar, whatever
Sure.
sweetener you like. If you don't want the sugar, you could put a Splenda in there. I don't know.
Sure.
But it's really, again, with the Crown Royal, it really does the trick.
I love that you're like, I brought a cocktail and not only history,
Yeah.
but also here's some variations.
Variations on a theme.
That is nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. And I was like, I took a can and I added juice.
And muddled mint, that takes effort.
Oh, that mint. If you think I didn't take it out of the package and immediately just like start smelling it and then force my children to smell it, one was like, that's amazing. And the other went, why would you do that? And I was like, I didn't like shove it in their face. I was like, here, hey, smell this. And one was like, why? And I'm
Was
like,
the
it's
middle
mint.
was the middle one the one who liked it?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Because he likes everything.
Yeah. That's adorable.
Nobody's going to get him down. Came home, didn't even notice till dinner that he had like a real, like almost like red on his face and under his eye. And I went, like, hey, well, I can't even say I because I didn't even notice Mother of the Year. No, I'm damn good at what I do. Not the point. Again, see, no fucks given. Be nicer to yourself. That's my whole
Yes.
thing. Um, my husband looked at him and went, hey man, what's going on? And without missing a beat, he goes, oh yeah, I took a soccer ball to the face at recess. It's fine. And I'm like, it's cold out, wasn't it? Like really hard? And he's like, oh yeah. And I was like,
Bless that
maybe,
child.
I said, maybe that's something you say when I say, hey, how was school? You say, this happened. And he went, oh, but it was fine by then. And I'm like, what doesn't matter? You can still tell me. It's like the youngest went to school and I said, hey, how was school? And he goes, fine. I'm like, you do anything fun? He goes, no. And then his teacher sent us all photos of the fact that they had a farmyard come to their classroom. They had chickens, live chickens in the classroom that they let the kids pet. And that wasn't exciting enough. Like there are
Didn't move the
photos.
needle.
No, there were photos of him with his little hands smiling, feeding a chicken. And that wasn't enough to be like, hey, what you do today? He's like, nothing.
Didn't make the top 5.
No, same old.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like,
Nothing
How
different today,
often
Mom.
how
I'm
often are chickens coming into your classroom?
always feeding the chicks.
Right? It was just
Yeah.
a wild, like, that will always be my level for him of just like, he's like, it was there. It was fine.
Yeah. Well, listen, there's something I gotta get into before we get into the programming. Um, we got a little bit of everything, dear listeners.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of true crime in here, right? There's some games,
Yeah.
there's some true crime, there's a little bit of everything. So buckle in, don't tune away.
We're like a
But
variety show,
oh, I like that.
like a 70s variety special.
It's the True Crime and Cocktails Hootenanny Hour,
Oh,
featuring Christy Oxborrow and a mostly nude Lauren Ash. There's
I
your
want to
promo.
believe that's not the that's not going to be the last time you're introduced that way.
As the mostly nude Lauren Ash.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're right, that's the
Something
promo.
something that happened last week during the
Yep.
during the Montreal Santa Claus robbery episode of the show, where I need to just go on record as saying that's the drunkest I've been on the show in quite some time. Uh
Sure.
Listen, it was a joy and a privilege, but we talked for almost an hour off the top. It was the
We did.
longest banter we've ever had on the show.
Yep.
We loved it.
Yeah.
But we talked about how, much like on Futurama, if you get into gambling, you're bitten by Gambler,
Yes.
the like god of gambling. And I talked about how we got bitten by Bantor, which was, of course, the monster or god or whatever you want to call it of bantering. And we decided we were going to draw a picture. Now, I did reveal mine on the podcast last week because I spent a lot of time doodling? No, creating art.
Crafting.
Thank you.
Yes.
But we haven't seen Christie's Bantor yet, and we also forgot to post these on our socials. So we're gonna show them
Yeah.
to you now. We will post them on the socials this time. There's gonna be a lot going up. We got
I'm
a
thinking,
recipe.
I'm thinking, do we, I assume this would all go in the case file, but the case file comes out the day before. Do we just post the case file the day of with all
Yeah,
of this stuff in it?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think that's nice.
Yeah. Because
Here's my
look,
guy.
come on.
Hi, I'm
That's
Bantor.
amazing.
Hi. Yeah.
Now, I sat down with a Sharpie
Yeah.
and I was like, what is Bantor to me? And Bantor is frantic.
I just love the statement. What is Bantor to me?
Well, Bantor is frantic
Of course.
because that's our banter in a nutshell. But I also wanted some color.
Sure.
So I love him very much. I just did a bust. I didn't go the
Wonderful.
full body, but
Oh
there's
my word. He's adorable.
that I it's I mean, I love him so
I'm gonna be
much.
honest with you. You
Yeah.
win.
Oh, stop.
You
No,
win.
it's not a
No, no, no.
competition.
It's not a competition, but I relinquish. And I'd be honored to put that on merch.
Well, look, if you think that's not a damn honor. Look, I'll say it. Bantor, I mean, I also had time and access to supplies. Sure, I didn't have a lot of time because I forgot today would be a record day. But I did sit down and normally I like to draw it and then like go over it with a Sharpie. This time I said, fuck it. Just go with your heart.
He's gorgeous.
And that's what came out. I love his color scheme. He's very 90s color scheme. But
He's
also
like,
I wanted his eyes to show what our banter feels like. Just
oh
the
yeah.
insane, doesn't know what he's doing.
You know what he looks like to me?
Sure.
He looks like the love child of Grimace
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and those purple horned Sesame Street monsters
Interesting.
with a little bit of razzle dazzle.
Sure. I
I'm
will
obsessed with
say,
him.
my husband saw it, and the first thing he said was, "It's a little bit Grimace." It's
Yeah.
like Grimace and a Muppet together. And I was like, I didn't even mean for Grimace with the purple, but I wanted purple with a splash of color. He just looks frantic and
Yeah.
like, I'm having fun, right?
Well, I can't wait to
I'd
put him
like
on a
him.
shirt.
I'd like him to star in his own series.
it would be an honor to view.
I warn you, he's anxious.
Well, that's one of the things that you and I both bring to the table. So there you go.
That's what I thought, you know?
Oh, what a gift. I'm
But I
so
love him.
glad. I'm so glad to meet him. I'd like to
Yeah.
shake his hand or paw. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's the thing. I don't even know. Probably pause because I don't have I didn't draw any further. But I really wanted to focus on the
Yep.
I wanted the eyes to be a very specific level of like, oh, these bitches are nut jobs,
We are.
you know?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, listen, stay tuned. He'll be on the merch store eventually. I can't promise when. It's a wild time of year. I'm back to work where it's chaos over here,
Oh, yeah.
folks, but I'll get him up there
Yeah.
as soon as I can. Um, Now I know you've got a game planned. I know you've got
Yeah.
more than one game plan, but right now, what I'm seeing on the list are 3 words that are making my heart sing, which
Yeah.
are Love Actually game.
Oh, I guess I need this.
What is this?
It's
Oh my God.
it's an easel.
She's bought a mini easel, folks.
I did because I've made a Love Actually game that's a bracket system.
Oh, of course she has.
And I mean, I think we know uh in the end who would be the ultimate male on that show. I'm talking specifically character, not actor.
Should we
But
say it on 3 at the same time?
who we think is the ultimate?
Yeah.
I'm torn between 2, maybe 3. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said you I mean, you said we both know who the ultimate is.
I know there are 3 that I'm like, oh, yeah. Okay. But then of the 3, I'm like, I think so.
Let's see if we match.
Okay. I'm
Ready?
going with character name.
Same.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll go 1, 2, 3, name.
Got it.
1, 2, 3, Carl.
Carl. Well, I assume, but
Hi, Carl.
I was like, oh, thank you so much.
Mm.
But I still chose to make us a bracket system.
And who knows? This could go any which way.
Yeah. Yeah. I also realized putting it there, I'm still gonna need to draw on it.
Your commitment to artwork again for an audio medium. This is what we bring to the table.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's Christmas.
It's
Now,
absolutely Christmas.
would you rather be red or green?
Red.
Got it. Okay. Now, I've also got photos of each of these if you need a photo
I'd like it.
reminder.
I don't need it. I'd like it.
Of course. All right. Well, I'll find my
I don't want something I need. I want something I want. Something pretty.
fuck her. But yes. Okay. I'm going to turn this. Oh my God. There we go. Okay. So that I don't get any glare. Now I tried to group them in like what things that would make sense: friends, colleagues, co-workers. And then unfortunately, the 2 that didn't go with anybody else. It's just how it works. Up first, I feel like this is, do we go with the man, like the ultimate man you would be with from Love Actually? Is that what the goal is here? I don't really know.
Well, let's see.
First one. Oh, shit. This will go great. Billy Mack
I feel it in my fingers.
versus his manager, Joe.
This is actually, you know what? This is tough off the get. And I'm going to tell you why.
Is it?
Billy Mack, bit of a showboat,
Yes.
but a heart of gold, very loyal. His manager, great guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I already have my answer. I'll tell you that.
I'm going to go with Billy Mack.
Interesting. And I'm going to get sloppy with how I write these. It is what it is. I'm going to say it. I think it would take Billy a long time before he would ever treat me like I deserved.
There.
He would need to lose me to realize my worth.
You've written a story and I love it. I
So
really do.
I'm gonna say it. I'm going Joe.
I like that.
I also,
That was a tough one for me.
yeah, I thought looking at it, oh, I should do this better. Oh, there we go. And then maybe like that. That's as good as we're gonna get for now. It's fine. God, now I wish I had something so I could like point to.
We should
It
get you
doesn't
a
matter.
laser pointer.
The cats and I would be ecstatic. Yeah, I thought originally you see Joe and Billy Mack, I'm gonna instantly be like, oh, well, it's not gonna be Joe. No, no, it is. I
Yeah.
think at the end of the day,
He's got a heart of gold.
he does. He doesn't deserve how he was treated.
No.
Yeah.
And I know what you're thinking. Then Lauren, why did you choose Billy Mack? And I'm going to be honest with you, it's at the end of the day, we
The
all know
heart?
my kryptonite is musicians. Period.
Sure.
Period.
Also, the heart wants what the heart wants. And
My
yeah, I know.
heart will go on and on.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Um, I also know that we say this every year, but I'm going to say it again just very
Mhm.
quickly. We know that the movie's not for everyone. We
We know
know it
that.
hasn't aged well. We
Nope.
know that at the end of the day, when you really rip it apart, um, it's not great to look at
No.
when you look at its insides, but we both love it.
Yes.
So I think we're just going to leave it there. If you don't love it, that's okay.
That's great.
We don't need to know.
We don't need to know. And
We
we
don't need
don't
to know
need,
how problematic it is. We don't need to know anything. We're good.
we're good.
I'm just letting everybody know because I know there are so many TikToks now that are like, I watched it for the first time and this is everything that's garbage. And I'm like, I get it, but stop yucking our yum.
Don't yuck our yum. And
No.
also, I think there's been a real movement just in the past couple years because we started Love Actually cosplay. I don't need to tell you 4 years ago. And I know that
Right.
people had this viewpoint of the movie then as well, but I think it's just really kicked into overdrive over the course of the last couple years, like
Yeah.
more so than ever. And I get it. And that means that society is arguably going in a positive direction.
Great.
But there's so many, for me, I just am gonna love it forever. And by the way, I comment all the time about the problematic nature of a lot of the storylines. I
Yep.
still love it.
Yeah. We're allowed to like something.
Right. And that doesn't mean that we're promoting the messaging,
True.
right?
Yeah. Ah, you're next.
I can't wait.
Oh, I was going to call it a mashup. It's not a mashup. It's a showdown. The next male showdown.
Let's do it.
Um, I will say one TikTok I saw about it recently that did make me laugh was like, it's amazing that it's my favorite movie and I've been watching it for over a decade and I couldn't tell you a single character's name. And I'm like, yeah, that's why we struggled last year when we were like, what's her name? I don't know.
There's
Doesn't
a lot
matter.
of characters to keep straight.
And they mention their name like once
Yeah.
and that's it. And we're supposed to keep it. Please. That's not who we are. Oh, next up, Harry.
Ooh, villain.
Yep. Versus
Carl.
Carl.
It's Carl. Carl.
Thank you for the frantic energy of Carl. I'm excited to look at this in the daylight when I'm fully sober to see how I've written these. I also have opted to put ours so that I could put us on the same chart.
You're adorable.
I did this with one we did the other day that I can't mention because it hasn't released yet.
Yes.
But it just I found it worked out really well because I was going to do two of these, but I only had so much time.
Of course.
Showdown number 3.
Showdown, showdown, showdown.
Colin Frizzle.
And he's got a big knob.
It's my favorite thing in the world. He's also, I think, the only one on the show that has a full first and last name.
Or one that you remember, yeah.
Yeah. Versus his friend Tony.
Oh, I love Tony. But I'm choosing Colin.
No kidding. Like, you know, You know, it's most likely he doesn't have a big knob, right?
Of course, but he's got we'd have the couch banter.
Oh,
And I feel
wow.
like he'd be
Okay.
really grateful. You know what I mean?
There it is.
There she is, folks.
Well, I'm telling you
Loose
right
and
now,
buzzy. Loose and buzzy.
I am saying Tony. Uh, Tony is just such a laid back. I think we would pair well as a I am very not laid back. I just feel like that
Yeah.
I also can't with Colin. I also feel even with a girlfriend, he'd be hitting on everything.
For some reason, I see him going the other way, that once he gets a love, he's
Really?
just all in. Yeah.
He's also obsessed with that harlot from
True.
work, from the what's it called place. Um, and don't get me wrong, I don't like her, but I also don't like Harry for what he did with her. But the point is, I'm just angry about it. Not the point. All right. Finally, on this side,
Yep.
we've got the Prime Minister
Hugh Grant.
versus the United States President.
Prime Minister. Easy. There is a swag to Billy Bob, obviously, but not good enough.
Not good enough.
He'd use you and lose you. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. Do you think he has that in real life?
Yeah.
I mean, Angelina Jolie got there, so he must have something.
Oh, yeah. I think he's got that intangible charisma thing, but I also think he'd use you and lose you in real life too.
Oh my God. Do you think? No, this feels mean. Do you think that Billy Bob was the 90s Pete Davidson? Where he was just like getting ladies and everyone was like, how? Who else did he get, Christy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think that's
Him and Angelina
really,
was a shock
yeah.
when that first came out.
I think that
Mm.
that's exactly what we're talking about.
Oh, sweet Lord, that is going down nicely.
There
So
she is.
on the other side of the board,
Hmm.
we've got Mark.
Oh, of course.
And then we've got Peter.
This is a tough one,
Agreed.
but Peter has that moment. It's a problematic moment, but where he kind of alludes to maybe not being totally faithful on the honeymoon, or sorry, on his bachelor party.
Oh, is that the oh right.
So I am going with,
Oh no.
yeah,
I had picked this up because my instinct was to write Peter because I'm like, while Mark may have said he's over Juliet, I don't feel like he's ever going to fully be over her.
I agree, but I think he's a man of morals because ultimately that's enough now.
Yes. I mean, he did show up to confess
Yeah,
undying
but
love
Peter
for
also
her.
cheated on her on his bachelor party.
I don't know if I've ever thought about that.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you're right. They do mention something. Oh
It's
my,
problematic. It's not great. But the point is that, yeah,
oh shit. Peter was going to win, but yeah, you're right. After that,
it's Mark.
it's Mark. Shit. And yeah, if he's going to show up at my house with cue cards, yep.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah. I'm sold. Christy. Um, now I listed him as the prime minister's copper, but I do believe he was his chauffeur, but also security, so kind of works. We've got Good King Wenceslas, because he doesn't, I believe, have a name.
Right. But he has a great singing voice.
Amazing. Versus, shockingly, does have a name in the movie. His name is Rufus.
Oh, Mr.
He's the
Bean.
jewelry counter salesman.
Rowan Atkinson. I'm
Yeah.
going with the Prime Minister's copper.
Oh, I'm just gonna write
Though I will also say that Rowan Atkinson, very magical.
Yes. And I'll say this. That's why I'm saying him, because he knew Harry was trying to cheat, or he knew Harry was doing something wrong, and he tried his damnedest to get him caught.
Yeah,
And he also does a solid for the kid at the airport.
he does.
So,
That's why I think he's magical. He's the spirit of Christmas.
well, yeah, that's why I'm picking him. And I love that that's why you're not.
Yep. No, the copper just feels like he'd be, I don't know, he could sing to me or something.
Not unlike Colin. I think he'd be grateful.
Yep.
Oh, then we have Jamie.
Oh, I hate Uncle Jamie.
Thank you so much. Greatest moment in that movie is when he
Yep.
kisses her with the thumb on her face. Have you
Oh,
ever noticed that?
that's the greatest moment for you?
His thumb on her face fucks me every time.
Fucks you. What?
It throws me like it's one of the hottest things I've ever seen.
Wow. Huh. Okay.
Again, this is coming from a woman
Oh no.
who recently started watching the show Discovery of Witches, which is basically like a world where there's witches and vampires and demons that just kind of like live amongst humans and people don't really know about it. And we're very, very early into it. And this vampire just like anytime he's near this woman, he can't like he just like loses his mind. And I have said repeatedly to my husband, I understand that what they're trying to portray here is hunger, but it is so hot to me. And Twilight has made me this way.
Yeah.
But it's like you can hear like you hear her pulse and he's like you can tell like he's ready to rip her apart. But for me, that's so fucking hot. It it shouldn't be. It's too late for me. The wrong generation. Okay, Jamie versus the character called Jamie's bad brother.
Oh, Jamie.
Yeah. 100%. Oh, I picked up me. Didn't mean
I
to.
hate Jamie's bad brother.
Oh yeah, fuck him. I mean, don't, but
Nope. I don't recommend it.
you know, when I bought this easel, because I didn't want to go full easel until I knew how much I'd like an easel.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the price, so I went with it. It was a 2-pack.
Huh.
Don't know why. There we go. Finally on this side, the two because I didn't have somewhere else to put them.
Okay.
We've got John,
Also known as Jack.
also known as Jack.
He's currently on my back.
Thank you so much. And then we've got Daniel.
Oh, that's tough. This is the hardest one.
I hope so. Stop.
Wow. Wow.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I'm writing my answer down. The writing down with a marker and a large board makes me feel like I'm on a game show.
Mm. This is so hard because Daniel's such a good man.
He is. And the fact that he so quickly, it's just like, I mean, I don't know the length of the relationship he had with his wife, but the fact that it's like her son's my son and just that beautiful. It's just like she's barely cold, man.
I think we are to believe that she had a long illness, and I'm not suggesting that that
Oh, of
means
course.
any sort of speed to grief, but I think I'm going to go with Jack. He gets so excited when he kisses Just Judy for the first time. I think it's the cutest thing ever when he hops off those stairs. And I think that that would be the kind of energy I want.
Yes. Oh my God. Well, I want you to know I chose him as well, but I wrote Jack for you and I wrote John for me because I want to, you know,
Right. You don't
keep
want to
it
be
right.
that familiar.
Well, I'm not there yet with him. He hasn't held my tits.
He could. I could send you these arms if you want.
I actually think I'd prefer you didn't.
I don't want to put that through the mail. I feel like I'll get put on an NSA list if I do
It's
that.
the one time they'll open the box.
Yep.
And they'll be
Yep.
like, "What is that?"
Is this? Yeah.
Oh, well, what I love is we've got a lot of We got a lot of differences. And then we got one matchup that's the same. So this is going to get wild. I don't know if that was necessary.
It wasn't, and I loved it.
So for round 2, starting off, Lauren,
Mm-hmm.
Billy Mack,
Yeah.
or Carl.
Carl.
Yeah, I was already unboxing. Unboxing. I was opening the marker. There we go. Carl with a K. Mine was Joe versus Carl. No, it's not. We all know who it is. It's Carl.
It's Carl.
Carl, that patient man. Oh yeah. There's also that. There's also that. For you, Colin Frizzle
Mm-hmm.
versus the Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
Oh, ooh.
Easy.
And I'm Tony versus the Prime Minister. Now I love the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
I like his energy.
Yeah.
I like that it was like the second he saw her, he was done. He was like, "Yep, that's it for me." The the efforts he went to find her. But could I handle a man in politics? Could I handle being in the limelight, the lady on his arm, always photographed, always people always
Right.
asking about? I just don't know that I could. I just don't know that that's the life that I want.
Sure. Listen, that's fair.
So you know what? Oh, I'm saying Tony.
Wowzer.
Yeah. We're going to flip it over to the other side. Mark
Mm-hmm.
versus the copper.
Mark.
What I like is when you make a decision, just you couldn't be more sure.
Yep.
I like that a lot. Mine is Mark versus Rufus. Oh, I like Rufus's energy. I like his whimsy. But Mark has the whimsy if he'd make a sign. I'm so smitten with that fucking sign. I'm him eating cereal. It's just his hang up with Juliet is a real problem for me.
But we don't know at what point we're meeting them in their lives.
Sure. Great point.
And he's only hung up on her because he hasn't met you yet.
Great point. And assuming that Mark becomes the sheriff on Walking Dead, I know I can count on him when the apocalypse happens. So,
yeah.
Uh-oh. I'm writing Mark after I've dropped the marker and quite possibly drawn on myself. It's fine.
It's the hoot. We're in
It's
full
the
hoot.
full hoot. I guess I'm choosing to die hard. So this is same for both of us.
Right.
Jamie
Yeah.
versus Jack John. John Jack.
Jamie.
Okay.
You?
See, I love Martin Freeman. I have to separate him from the character because I'm fairly certain he's vegan or vegetarian or something, and I need meat in my home.
Sure.
But John Jack as a character, I mean, he's so sweet.
He is.
And he's respectful.
Yep.
Doesn't waste time. Knows what he
No.
wants. Damn. Bam. Gets it. Jamie's a writer. I think I'd like the banter. He learned a language for her. Oh, fuck. I'm going to say Jamie, and I know what's going to happen. Fuck. All right. Round 3.
Let's do it.
Carl
Yep.
versus the Prime Minister.
Carl. I mean, I love that I love that at the beginning I really spoiled this because I was like, let's talk about the greatest guy. Let's see if it works out the same way. I mean, we'll see.
It's it's really hard not to though. Like
I know.
when you compare them all, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish he'd had courage to like make a move on her earlier.
Great point.
Because he did drag his heels and then expect her to make the move. But he already knew how she felt. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite scenes. Does Carl know? Yes.
Yes.
I live for it. Um, I was Carl versus Tony, and yeah, it is what it is. It's Carl. Mark
Yep.
versus Jamie.
Ooh. Jamie.
Now, is it because he learned a language for her? Is it because he likes to travel? Is it because he was willing to walk away from a toxic family? We only assume. To go be with her.
I think for me,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's, to be honest, it's that je ne sais quoi that Colin Firth has. There is a
Oh, sure.
charm to him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's that intangible quality that someone can't learn. He's just so charming to me that I mean, yeah,
I get it.
yeah,
Oh, you're drawn to him.
oh yeah,
Like, Jamie? Get out.
yeah.
Fuck that girlfriend. What was she thinking? For the brother?
Oh, and the brother's a scooge. A
A
scooge.
scooge.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, I'm telling you this. Mine ended the same. Jamie for the win.
All right.
But that means both of us are down to Carl versus Jamie.
It's Carl.
Wow. Okay, I thought we'd even have to take a beat, but we don't.
No, I love Carl. Carl scratches a lot of itches for me. Do you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
sure. Sure, sure, sure. Yeah.
Talking
Oh,
about feelings.
yes.
In the,
Again, but so does Jamie. He sort of when he gets there. Once he realizes this is it for me, I mean, he takes a plane to get to her
yeah.
and makes a huge thing. It's again, like, do you know the thumb thing I'm talking about? Which I didn't notice. I've seen this movie every fucking year
Yeah.
for the last like decade.
Yeah.
And there was a year that, because we watch it every year on Christmas Eve, for whatever reason. And for whatever reason, that one year on Christmas Day, we watched it again with commentary. I don't know why. But it was only in the last couple of years that I noticed the thumb because someone said something about, like, oh my God, his thumb. And I was like, what are you talking about? Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And it's like, I literally, when I was looking for the pictures for this, I came across that in like a YouTube clip and I watched it. And as he put his hand like near her face, I went, here it comes to myself, like a dirty, dirty old man.
Here it comes.
It was
Come to
I
Papa.
grossed myself out
Oh,
because I said it out loud, quiet, like in a whisper to myself alone. Just
yeah.
here it comes. You know? And when it happened, I did like an oh, like you could almost hear the old man finish, you know. It
Oh,
was
oh my God.
it was just that like, oh yeah. It
You
was
can
like
almost hear the old man finish. This is the most vile thing I think you've ever said on this show. I couldn't be happier.
to be clear, I'm referring to myself as the old man.
I know.
I know you know. I just
All right, so it's down to Carl and Jamie.
It
Thumb
is.
and all. Where are you at?
I went Jamie. I
Whoa.
didn't. I was like, Carl, I love Carl. It just, again, I don't know what it is.
Mhm.
It could be the fact that his hand is so much bigger than her face. But then it's just the way he swoops in and then his thumb just goes quickly across her mouth. And then he goes in, like pulls her in. Fuck. That and vampires, that's where I'm at. No wonder I didn't stand a fucking chance against fairies.
Christ. It's a thumb lip move and
Yeah.
vampires. This is your personal brand.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Whew. I mean,
Yep.
she's getting there. And
She's in a
so hot. I'm double sweatshirts.
Well, listen, I mean, we got one more thing before the break, but when we get on the break,
Yeah.
who knows how we're going to come back? You might be partially nude at that point. I mean, you've gotten partially nude on the hoot before, so it wouldn't be the first time.
Oh yeah. If the idea of if I still have pants after this, I doubt it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already pulled them up as high as they could possibly go to like make fake shorts. But
Well,
if I keep
I
thinking about that thumb lip action, the pants are the pants are coming up. I gross myself out.
well, I'll make sure to check in on Pants Watch 2023.
Yeah, look.
Um,
There's a reason I scheduled this next bit for when I did, because I didn't know how long I'd be able to read in this episode.
well, on that note, dear listeners, we're getting into some true crime content, are we not?
We are. And
Fantastique.
people are, because there are going to be people who are going to see this episode and they're going to skip it because they're going to be like, I only like the true crime.
Yep.
Well, they're going to miss out on me being fucking filthy. But they're also going to miss out on whatever the hell it is I've written because I don't remember.
I love that.
It's not long, but it's not heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. Oh, it is. Okay. No, it's not heavy. We're good. We're good. Ah, God. So I did this all for the sake because I felt weird not bringing some sort of true crime element to this. But I also didn't want to bring the vibe down. So I've chosen a selection of brief crimes where the criminals are just absolute fucking idiots.
Love that.
The best part, no one gets hurt. It's disclaimer free true
Love that.
crime, so it's lighter, and you're getting 10 brief stories from around the world.
Beauty.
Number 1, Chicago, Illinois, December 2008. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm skipping over it. 40-year-old Thomas walked into a bank around 5:50 p.m., handed a teller a note that read, "Be quick, be quiet, give your cash or I'll shoot." The teller gave Thomas $400 and he fled the scene. When police looked at the note, they realized he'd written it on a torn part of a pay slip.
God.
The other half of the slip was found on the ground outside the bank. It had his full name and address on it.
Oh.
It just feels like sometimes it's like a movie, but then
Yep.
you're like, oh God, even a movie wouldn't do that.
Yep.
Hickory, North Carolina, May 2009. Around 11:30 a.m., a man named Donnie Guy,
Stop.
which I don't know how to describe it, but that's maybe the name of whatever old man I've turned into.
Here it comes.
Donnie Guy, it just feels right.
Yeah.
So Donnie Guy walked into a Captain Galley's restaurant and tried to grab 2 cash registers. Donnie suddenly realized it was impossible to carry both at once, so he focused on one. It took him a while to get it unplugged, but once he finally gets it free, he flees the scene, not realizing that he was trailing a roll of till tape behind him. Police were able to literally just follow the tape from the restaurant to a nearby home where Donnie was caught trying to open the register with a screwdriver.
The fact that there was that much receipt paper in there is amazing.
Oh, yeah. I can only, like, I need to believe he literally lived next door, which is very funny to me.
That's so funny.
Police knocked on his door, but when Donnie saw it was the police, he slammed the door shut. When they forcefully entered the home, they discovered Donnie hiding under his couch. Oh, fucking dumbass. It's
Yeah.
just, I like dumb crime.
Oh, same.
I'd like to come up with a catchy name for it. I'll think about it. Queensland, Australia, February 2015. Police get an anonymous tip that a local man was supplying illegal drugs. When police raided the man's home, they discovered large quantities of marijuana inside a safe. But the man denied any knowledge of the drugs and even said they belonged to someone else. When police went through the man's cell phone, they discovered a video of the man posing half nude in front of a mirror with the stash of marijuana in full view.
That's incredible.
The man, who is clearly filming himself, touches the buds, zooms out, and then starts rubbing his hands all over his chest with his face in full view of the camera.
This sounds like your Donnie Guy character.
Yeah, look, there's a real similarity.
Mhm.
'Cause if you think that guy doesn't try and use vampires and Twilight to get women,
Yeah.
dead wrong. Oh, God. Oh, boy. I'm probably gonna fuck this one up. Lancashire? England? I don't
Sounded
know.
good to me.
I'm so sorry. October 2014. I tried to reel it back. A retired couple returned home from holiday to find 28-year-old Lucas Chanowski asleep in their bed. While the couple was gone, Lucas broke into their home, but instead of taking anything, he just hung out. He bought groceries, he did dishes, and even washed his underwear. The couple said the house was tidier when they got home than it was when they left. Neither seemed overly bothered by it. One of them said, quote, "He did burn an old saucepan, but that happens." Lucas was given a 2-year conditional discharge and ordered to pay a 200-pound fine. It's the couple being like, oh, he barely did anything. I mean,
Yeah.
bless their hearts. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, October 1985. 47-year-old Dennis Newton was on trial for the armed robbery of a convenience store. For whatever reason, Dennis chose to fire his lawyer and represent himself during the trial. When the store manager testified and said that she recognized Dennis as the robber, he called her a liar and then said, quote, "I should have blown your fucking head off." Quickly realizing his mistake, to save himself, he added, quote, "Well, if I had been the one that was there."
Oh my god.
Shockingly, he was found guilty and sentenced to 30 years.
What a dink.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's got to be in the title of this dumb crime.
What a dink?
Oh, I just like that. Just what a dink.
Yep.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, January 1995. MacArthur Wheeler and Clifton Johnson robbed 2 banks at gunpoint without even attempting a disguise. They even smiled at the security cameras on the way in. When they were caught, police showed them the surveillance tapes, and the men were genuinely shocked to see themselves on camera. They said, quote, "But I wore the juice." Turns out they had rubbed themselves down with lemon juice because they believed that would make them invisible to cameras. Clifton testified against Wheeler and was given a 5-year sentence. Wheeler received nearly 25 years in prison.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm gonna fuck this one up again. Um, Abingdon. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brits. Abingdon, England, March 2012. I should have looked this up in advance. 28-year-old James Allen attempted to rob a shop with a toy gun, but during the heist, James managed to knock over a drink display and remove his balaclava before he trapped himself in the shop because he kept pushing the door instead of pulling it. The shop owner had to go over and open the door to let him out. James also attempted to rob that same shop 10 days earlier. However, he was not successful, although it was far more successful than this embarrassment of an attempt. James was sentenced to 3 years, plus another 2 for possession of a firearm. Grants Pass, Oregon, May 2003. 22-year-old Albert Dowdy tried to break into a house by throwing a paint can through a sliding glass door. Unfortunately for Albert, the paint can bounced off the glass and fell to the ground, sending white paint all over the place. Once Albert managed to get inside, the only things he found worth taking were a box of oatmeal and a can of tuna. As he left the scene, Albert unknowingly stepped in the paint, so the police literally just followed his footprints home.
Oh,
Albert was charged with burglary, theft, and criminal mischief. I'm dying to know if he ate the oatmeal and the tuna together.
right.
I just want to know. Oh, God, I'm not sober enough to read that. It takes place in Wales in May 2014. Those letters together, I'm gonna fuck it up. Let's just be kind to me and say Wales.
Of course.
27-year-old Dean Smith went to Barclays Bank to change his address. While there, he noticed a lot of money in the tills. So after he left, he returned 30 minutes later in a stellar disguise and demanded money. When the cashier refused, he left empty handed. He was convicted of attempted robbery uh, and carrying a bladed weapon. He was sentenced to 2.5 years. What was the disguise, you ask? He put on a pair of sunglasses and put socks over top of his shoes.
What the fuck?
It's shocking they recognized him. Yeah.
Socks on his shoes.
I assume he was like, what can I do to disguise myself? So he went outside, put sunglasses on, took his socks off, put his shoes on, and then put them over top so they wouldn't recognize whatever kicks he was wearing, as though they would have noticed.
Whatever kicks.
I did say that, yes.
You're just throwing that around, huh? Fantastic.
Today I am. Hoot, hoot. I'm going to keep saying it till it's a thing.
Yep.
Finally.
Yep.
Nova Scotia, Canada.
Beauty.
October 2018. 22-year-old Damian Roy and his 21-year-old brother Bailey decided they wanted to go on a road trip to Mexico. However, for some unknown reason, they decided that they didn't want to have to stop for gas, which is wild since that trip would be like 4,900 miles or 8,000 kilometers long. So their solution was to fill 21 jugs of gasoline and load them into their 1967 Buick Skylark.
I don't know.
So I think they knew having all that gas in there was a bad idea. So they wanted to avoid as many checkpoints as possible. So they planned to take a lot of back roads and then sneak into the US through a border in Maine. However, instead of GPS, they used paper maps. So they got a little confused and ended up at one of the largest checkpoints in New Brunswick. When border agents approached the vehicle, the brothers wouldn't respond to them and simply just stared straight ahead. The boys had no ID or passports on them. The car had no license plate. When the agents tried to open the car's side door, they found it locked. The second they noticed the gasoline, the checkpoint was closed down. The RCMP got called in. More than 100 security personnel arrived on scene. There was a helicopter, a drone, sniffer dogs, and a SWAT team. 6 hours into this standoff, the police brought in a military style armored truck, which freaked Bailey out. So he hit the gas, speeding across the border and ramming into a parked U.S. Customs and Border Protection vehicle, which had been used as a blockade. The brothers both got out of the passenger side door and were immediately arrested. The boys said they knew they wouldn't be able to cross the border legally. They just wanted to see how things would play out. The brothers were originally charged with a terrorism hoax, but eventually pleaded guilty to obstruction and were sentenced to 4 months in jail. And
What
look,
a
if anybody understands the complexities of a paper map, it's yours truly.
Yes, dear listeners, that's how we were trying to get somewhere in Illinois and ended up in Indiana. It happens.
Happens to the best of us.
It
Yeah.
does. Well,
Yeah.
listen, on that note, let's take a
Yeah.
quick break, hit the can, grab another drink, hoot hoot, and we'll be right back with more on the Holiday Hootenanny 4 Live Free or Die Hard episode of True Crime and Cocktails. All right, clap two on three. 1, 2, 3. Welcome back to this episode of True Crime and Cocktails. We're, of course, in the midst of Hoot 4, Live Free or Die Hard. Before the break, so many fun things. Games,
Yeah.
true crime, cosplay. Oh my. We're gonna kick off Act 2 with a little year in review.
I
It's been a
also
long
like that
time.
you've put on more clothes than I've taken
I am
clothes off.
frigid cold, very cold. I was mostly
Of
nude
course.
for most of that,
Yeah,
the first half. So, yeah, I'm cold.
of course. And I'm like roasting hot. So I had to take off one of the sweatshirts. I can't take off both because I have nothing on underneath. Said what I
Now,
said.
I do have to do a quick check-in. What's going on with the pants over there?
I've switched to shorts.
Okay. Okay.
So I have gone that way. And then I turned the hat around because I couldn't stand the smell of the duct tape. Some may say, just take the hat off. It's too late for me.
It's not what we do. Why am I still wearing this wig?
Oh, you love the bangs. They
I'm
suit you.
feeling the bangs.
They suit you.
Thank you.
You look like you're ready for a Sia video.
Oh, sure. I'd like to swing on a chandelier.
Of course.
Year in review. Now, what's your vision for this? She's provided us each with a list of all of the episodes we've gone through.
Yeah.
We've done this year.
Yeah. I also have like some written stats for us.
I want to hear them.
Because again, the beautiful people are like, they must love the Hootenanny. They just can show up. There's no work to it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's prep.
You do it.
Some of the prep is, cutting the sleeves off of one sweatshirt so you can double up your sweatshirts. Not the point.
Yeah.
But some of that prep is genuine prep. So
Yeah.
that's that. In 2023.
Yeah.
We put out 45 episodes.
Wowzer.
According to our Spotify Wrapped,
Thank you.
put out 5.5 thousand minutes of content.
Wow.
Not according to our Spotify wrapped. That's right. Yeah, that was the right word. We also put out 2,760 approximately minutes of Patreon content, and that doesn't include the monthly lives we do,
Wow.
which those are between 2 and 3 hours.
Yeah.
So we put out a lot of content. I'm saying it. Types of episodes that we have done in that 45. We had 20 that were a murder or some sort of suspicious death, 6 that were scandals, 4 that involved disappearances, 4 that involved cults, 3, but technically 4 if you count Hillsong.
Yeah.
We said what we said.
Yep.
3 heists, 2 abductions, 2 serial killers, 1 assault, 1 paranormal, and 2 that I've just listed as fluff.
Yep. Absolutely.
Essentially, that would be back in episode 128. We had Taste of Patreon 2. And then the episode you're listening to right now,
Yep.
Holiday Hootenanny 4, Live Free or Die Hard.
Thank you very much.
We had 2 episodes that were based on reality shows. There was The Duggars and then Chrisley Knows Best.
Of course.
We did 1 Dateline episode. We had 5 that were specifically host curated episodes, including the Video Store Murders back at 115, True Crime Canada. I did Missing Wisconsin. Then we had X-Files Uncovered and
Yes.
Supernatural Uncovered. We did one that was a 2-parter. 2-parters are rare for us. So there we
They
go.
are.
Alex Murdoch.
That's right.
Barely remember that. It's just who we are.
Yep.
It's how we're built. 2023 was the introduction of the uncovered episodes.
That's right.
And I have a feeling they're going to stick around. This year, we also did 2 breaking news mini episodes.
That's right.
Danny Masterson and The Submersible. For location stats, now sometimes the episode, if I tried to go based on the majority of the episode taking place in sometimes they were in multiple places. I tried to go based on where they were the majority. But then there were episodes like Hillsong that were like half in Australia and half in US. So the numbers aren't going to add up as nicely as we'd like. But 6 were in Canada, 27 US, 5 Europe, 3 Australia, 1 New Zealand, 1 South Asia. Oh, she's falling apart already. In 2023, we did 17 new locations that we'd never done before.
Amazing.
Including 3 in Canada. We did Quebec and for the Montreal Santa Claus robbery, and New Brunswick for Richard Oland, which was the first episode of this year.
That's a lifetime ago.
Episode 110. It
Yeah.
feels like I have aged 20 years since we talked about that
Same.
episode. It's wild. The US, we did Alabama for the Giggling Granny, Arkansas for the Duggars, Minnesota was Mary Schley and Ann Barber Dunlap, Montana was Brian Ryan, New Hampshire was Pamela Smart, Oregon was Gladys Broadhurst, and Wisconsin, of course, Missing Wisconsin. There was India with Gia Khan, Finland with the Lake Bodom murders, Guyana with Jonestown Massacre. There were 2 in the UK, Wales for Murder in the Valleys, Northern Ireland for Northern Bank Robbery, and 2 in Australia with Queensland, the Missing Queensland episode, and Northern Territory with Last Stop, Laramie. We still have 14 states I'd like to visit in the US, 8 provinces, territories in Canada, and 2 territories in Australia before I feel like we've at least, done a lot of things. Obviously, I'd like to also do like more in Europe and that sort of thing. But for now,
Yes.
that's where we're headed.
I love that.
And then for whatever reason, I just wrote favorite episode of the year, whether to research or to record. Do you have one? Either or, both, either way.
I really enjoyed researching the X-Files Uncovered.
Oh, yeah, I
That was a
bet.
real joy for me.
Yep.
Um, I also was very passionate about the Joe Francis episode. I felt like that was
Yeah.
important. Felt like
Yes.
that was important. Yeah.
Because I
What
feel
about you?
he's long forgotten. People
Yeah,
think of him from like early 2000s and then they don't think of what a schmuck he is now.
exactly.
Hmm. Research wise, I mean, the supernatural one brought me to life.
Yeah.
But also one of my favorite documentaries I've ever seen was Last Stop Larima
Oh, same.
because God, I love Fran.
I know.
And it was just like they were just full characters.
Yeah.
And it was wild to me. Favorite to record. Oh, I'm probably gonna say probably the Montreal one that it just kept going.
I know. That was really
Really
fun.
anything that leads to, well, we have homework for the next episode. Like all of a
Yeah.
sudden we had to make aliens and
Right.
then inexplicably draw Bantor. Like why?
Yeah.
To quote you, my favorite quote of the year, what are we even doing?
What are we even doing? Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things, but
I also came alive. I really enjoyed the frantic nature of the bonus episodes.
oh sure.
I really liked doing that. Me going on
Oh,
my Danny Masterson, Ashton Kutcher,
of course.
rabbit hole, and you with the submersible. I really liked that it was like, let's do it. And we threw them together really quick and got them going. And I thought that was fun to record.
Oh yeah. That was like a we came up with the thought of doing it and then recorded it the next day.
Yeah.
So it's like you only had so much time to look into stuff and it was new and like really fresh and so there was only going to be so much and it was just something that we were like crazy obsessed with in the moment.
Yeah.
So we were already looking at so much of
Yeah.
it already. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. I agree. I like that I mean it's always tough to be like which death was our favorite.
I know.
But specifically, yeah. Yeah, I like the mini episodes. I could see more of those happening. I could see more of the uncovered episodes happening. Who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe there'll be more of either of those. Maybe there'll be more. Maybe we'll find another uncovered
Yeah.
to do. I don't know. It's we enjoyed it. So I feel like that's 2024. Something about joy. Not as nice.
The slogan we came up with was 2024, do less, joy more.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So much better than how I put it. But yeah, maybe we just gravitate more to stuff we like,
And I think that's
stuff that
important.
brings us joy.
Absolutely.
I don't see why not.
You can't
Um,
shake a stick at passion. More passion than you could shake a stick at.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I don't know where that expression ever came from, more than you could shake a stick at, but
Yeah. Me neither.
I like it because somehow I get it
Yeah.
because it's been there, I guess, our whole lives. Was there an episode that affected you the most?
Mm. Well, I know I keep saying it, but the X-Files episode, it was the Japanese war crimes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was
That
brutal.
affected me pretty damn deeply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I think our our I don't think either of our answers are that much of a surprise. Yours being Japanese war crimes and mine being, Jonestown
Yeah.
and all of that. Um, I don't think I enjoyed either of the cult episodes I researched,
Yeah.
but yeah, um, mainly because it was the videos of the Heaven's Gate people and them truly believing that that was the way they were gonna, you know, ascend.
Hmm.
And then Jonestown was just a mess as far as the whole situation. But yeah, that one's going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
I think that one, archaeologists someday are going to be like, whose bones are those? Well, somehow it's related to Jonestown. It's in there.
Yeah.
It's in there. I don't know
I
why
get
we had
that.
to go to my bones, but
Oh,
I'm,
I liked it.
you know,
I liked it.
um, is there something you hope we do for next year?
Well, it's the first episode back.
Oh, sure.
I'm passionate about it.
Sure. I mean, you can drop it now if you want to drop it now.
Drop it like it's hot.
Thank you
Our
so
first
much.
episode back is going to be the Mother God cult. The documentary is called Love Has Won. I watched
Sure.
it the other day, all 3 episodes, quick binge, and we had already been alerted to it, but I was like, I need to see this to see. And I messaged Christy almost immediately, and I was like, we have to do this as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah.
It's the details are, I mean, it's a wild one. But the one thing, and this
Sure.
is not, I don't consider this a spoiler because I'm not going to give any details at all.
Sure.
But the one thing that I found fascinating was a lot of the people that they talk to in the documentary are
Sure.
still believers in the cult. And I find,
Oh,
yeah. And I find, obviously, I think you would agree that typically when we're seeing cult documentaries, it's people who have gotten out of the cult.
and are like, what was I doing?
Right, who are speaking out or
Right.
telling their experience, and I found it that's one of the reasons why I was like, "We gotta do this." It's so fascinating to watch, and again, I won't
Hmm.
spoil anything, I won't say any more details, but yeah, it was just an interesting perspective to see people that are still deeply invested. I don't think we
Huh.
see that often in when we're seeing those stories get told.
Well, especially those that are willing to be interviewed on film about it,
Yeah,
unless they just think it's like, we're going to tell you the right story.
right,
And then it's like, oh, I don't know if you can trust that for it to come out in the way you think is right.
right.
But yeah, I'm excited. That was the moment you were like, hey, we should do this episode. And I
Yeah,
went, I've already got it list. I've already got it shoved in there for January.
yeah.
And that's the moment we went, well, we're going to bump it up to
Let's
the
bump it
top
up.
of January
Let's bump it
as
up.
opposed to wherever the hell I had it. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I don't even fully remember the rest of January. It doesn't matter because we're not focused on January now. But
Did you have something you're hoping for in the new year?
I don't know. I mean, I mean, my dream would be we find another uncovered.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would be. I mean, God, I'd have to look. But oh yeah, probably more of the uncovered stuff because I love any excuse to be like, you have to watch this TV show.
Yeah.
And then I lie to myself and I'm like, oh, well, I guess it's not a lie because it's accurate. I'm like, I have to watch it for research. So back in I go. Like I don't dislike it.
Mhm.
I like the idea of having to get back into it. Um, yeah, I don't know. There's no, I don't think there's, I mean, oh, fuck, what's her name? I had debated about Mary Kay Letourneau at some point because she's something else.
She's also,
Um,
no longer with us.
that is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have anything specific. Again, really those uncovered ones really brought me to life.
They spoke to your soul.
They did.
Yeah.
They really did. The fact that I read through John Winchester's journals as research, I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
It does not.
But, who knows what it's going to bring? What are we going to do? I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
That's the
That's part of the joy
magic.
of it.
It's part of the magic.
Joy more.
Um, so I, not unlike last year,
Yeah.
wrote some of the quotes down from the year.
Fantastic.
Now this is only a part of them because we only have so much time, but for whatever reason, I felt the need. I've kept them in order So
Wow.
we could go back to the first episode of the year and work our way closer because some of the ones closer obviously are fairly recent, so we might remember
Yeah.
them more. Um, for example, in episode 110, which was
Hmm.
the first episode of 2023, you said 2023, wait and see.
Yeah,
And we did.
we sure did.
Ah, oh God. Episode 111, which was conscious development,
Mhm.
you said, I'm into the extreme level of woo woo that you can get. And even I'm like, I don't think psychic surgery is a thing.
It's true.
It is true because it's not. I also love that I'm like, I don't think this is the right stack because I had two stacks. You'll love that. Where did I put the other stack? Did I go through them to pick something? I did. But then where did I put them? I'm not sober. Huh. Okay. If we could pause for 2 seconds, I'm also going to pee.
Let's do it.
That's where I'm at.
Let's give another clap here on three. 1, 2, 3. We're back from the can.
Great news. I found the quotes I meant to.
Oh, fantastic.
Now, the very first, when we did this last year, I kind of read them for the first time off the top as I was going, and then I chose at in the moment. I organized it earlier to be prepared because I didn't trust
Right.
that I would be sober.
Fair.
So these are more my favorites
Okay.
than the other pile. The other pile we might still get to in something else. Who knows? I didn't have an episode written down for this because I don't remember when you said it, but you used the term dietary misadventure.
Yep, that was Bean's diagnosis, or it was my version of Bean's diagnosis.
It's again one of my favorite things. Um, the first episode of the year, um, your quote, I slid out the chute and into this record. I believe you were freshly showered and you felt like you'd been reborn or something, but I took it as literally born. And I thought you felt like you had just been born.
That's
Anyhow,
amazing.
episode 112, which was Giacon, for those counting at home.
Hmm.
Lauren said, and I quote, I don't think that any of the McDonald's Land characters are sexual, but I think Hamburglar fucks.
One of the greatest quotes I think that I've ever
100%.
said. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, buckle up. Episode 113 was the introduction of Detective Muffy Southmouth and Dr. Vagina Clam.
What I like about this is that Muffy
Yeah.
Southmouth is innuendo, but vagina clam, very literal.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Episode 120, you said, I'm not a trained expert, just an enthusiast.
Sounds like me.
Yeah. That same episode is when I fucked up and said baboons. I mean, oh, Jesus. Oh, speaking of vaginas, episode 121, Lauren Ash. If you don't use it, you lose it.
That's right. But
That's
that's
how
really what I read. That article, it haunted me.
that's how long ago you were worried that your vagina would die. Maybe not die, forget.
That was April.
That's a while.
Wow.
Episode 122, you said, you know what casting is notorious for having? At the same time, you said binders, I said hot men.
That was classic.
Yeah, it's just, you don't get more Blanche than that,
Nope.
especially when that's just her natural reaction to everything. In episode 124, I talked about my time travel plan, and I said I would attend sporting events and the concert where Lenny Kravitz ripped the crotch of his pants. What I love is we just take a moment to laugh at how funny we are.
That's basically what this segment is, and I couldn't love it more.
Look, we're giving new people a glimpse into what it's like if they go back the last year. And we're giving people who've been here the last year a reminder of how funny we are.
Yeah. But also it's the year in review.
Right. What else are we supposed to do?
Exactly.
Talk about dull things? No, we're here to talk about the fact that Lauren said, quote, Chewbacca, he's more of a man than he is a beast. Oh.
Yeah.
Episode 130, which was Joe Francis, which you referenced not long ago.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Grimace Shake. You said, it does feel like, are we drinking? And at the same time, you said his blood. I said his jizz.
And that, dear listeners, is the inherent difference between the two of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I go to a horror show and Blanche goes to something sexual.
Oh, you go to a horror show, I go to a peep show.
Write that down.
Yeah, right?
Okay, I'm writing it down.
I'll write it. I'll look back at it. No, I won't. I say I will. Episode 131. I said, when's the last time I bag a worms?
Oh, that's right.
We've mentioned it multiple times. The X-Filed Uncovered episode. You had said something about Mitch Pileggi.
Mm.
And I said, he's going to let you know when you've been bad. Don't know what I meant then, but I somehow stand by it.
Yeah.
I have not changed my opinion on that. Oh, God. Episode 133, I said, I don't own enough underwear to travel to Baton Rouge. I assume that was about the temperature. That was the same episode. I, for whatever reason, said nether spills.
Nether spills. Oh my God, that's right.
Oh. In the McDonald's Monopoly episode, you told me 2 names that you would name a boat. The Stardust Filibuster and the Gargantuan Promise. Mine was simply come aboard.
Stardust Filibuster is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It'd also be a
100%.
great name for a racehorse.
Oh, I'd bet on that. Literally. Yeah, 100%. For whatever reason in that episode, I said Operation Fart Attack. Oh, now we're getting to the really poignant things.
Okay.
Episode 137.
I'm listening.
Lauren Ash. In some ways, Point Break is my own personal Citizen Kane.
I have absolutely zero memory of saying that.
And this is why we're here, folks.
That's incredible.
This is why we're here. In the Duggars episode, I said, bees will give you money and put you in an Uber. Wasps are going to make you put your keys between your fingers like Wolverine.
It's so true.
I stand by it.
You should.
Yeah. When we talked about Herb Baumeister, I think it is. You kept referencing his killing season.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Which I couldn't be happy.
I got stuck on that.
You did. There was another one. I love that I'm going off book, flipping to this one. You also used the word or the sentence, look to the patterns in that same episode.
Yeah, I got
Uh,
intense with that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Same lady who later said, I raw dog my ADHD.
I do.
Oh God. Lest we forget, I said, I just envision a slime of some sort. And you said, a slime? What do you think these are? Swamp things? Just a light, friendly discussion about aliens.
Of course. Of course.
Oh, here we go. Northern bank robbery.
Yeah.
Quote from you. You said DNA on a hat. I said hat jizz. Hat jizz. I live for it. 2 episodes later, you then just simply said pea butt.
The fuck was that about?
I don't know, but that's why we do this.
Yep.
I like when there's no context because I'm like, don't know what that is, but
Don't need
there
it.
it is. But also during that Northern bank robbery episode, I struggled to think of an actor's name, and I said Madman Hog of a Cock.
Oh,
You
beautiful
said
memory.
John Hamm, and I said yes. You later said Hog of a Cock would be my legacy.
Yep.
So that's where we're at. Oh, this one has some context for you. Ryan Reynolds in Amityville. You said he has a body gift.
No memory of that.
Oh wow, that was the Lombard Street haunting.
Not that long ago.
No, that was we're getting recent now.
That was October, and I have
Yeah.
no memory of he has a body gift. But also, by the
Yeah.
way, he does.
Oh, he does. Accurate.
Accurate.
Accurate. My favorite quote you've said, I would say this year, but all of ever, happened in Supernatural Uncovered. What are we doing? Regarding cosplay season, because
Yep.
that was when we realized we chose costumes that were not great for audio.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a costume that is. It's not.
Well,
There's not one meant for audio. No. Buffoons.
excuse me, baboons.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
In episode 150, after a lot of our shenanigans, you simply said, we put on a nice show for folks.
We do.
We do. We do. Oh, God. Lest we forget Cock Garage.
Oh, yeah. Beauty.
That's a newer one. And then 2 more from the most recent, longest opening we've ever done.
Mhm.
Quote from you, if you want more structure, go over to Morbid or whatever.
I believe it was, or whatever the fuck.
Oh,
But
I
yes.
do also believe.
Yeah.
Yes. And then finally, one of my favorite things that you've ever said. I don't know if I can do it justice. It's the holiday season, so loop-de-loop, I'm getting drunk.
Was was that last week?
It was.
Oh boy.
It's
Happy.
again, it's Broadway Lauren that I love. When she gets into this, I live for it.
And I live for it when I have zero memory of it.
The loop-de-loop bit.
Loop-de-loop. I'm getting
Yeah.
drunk. Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. Love it.
That was a treat.
Yeah. Remembering how funny we are? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Hello,
Year in review.
Oof. Yes. And some may say, why do you do it? I don't know. Check it out next year when we do it again.
Yep.
That's
We did it all for the nookie. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
taking everything I have not to follow that.
Well,
It just keep going.
I get that.
I loved Fred Durst.
You really did.
Like I thought, like star-crossed lovers. Like I thought that this was
Yeah.
that he was going to be it. I don't know why I thought that. But then I did quickly go from him to Eminem.
You got a type.
Yeah,
Let me rephrase. You've got a lot of types.
that is true because variety is the spice of life.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like we can't, it's hard to keep a list. We have a running tally of the list of crushes that I've had. And it's still climbing.
Well, what I've learned about that list is the sky's the limit.
Oh, yeah.
There will always be actors and musicians and sports stars and,
Yeah.
you know, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, yeah. I
It'll,
mean, and it takes so little for there to be a crush. It just takes, if I look at him once and go, oh, that's it. If I give pause,
yeah.
then yeah,
Now listen,
yeah,
I got an envelope here that Christy sent me.
I do. And I
What?
gave you the instruction, or you do. I also put the instructions on yours.
Yeah.
And I didn't give them to myself. So just know that.
Oh, and they're in little baggies inside. God, she's organized. So there's 3 rounds to this.
Yeah.
The first round is describe it.
Okay. That I'm not sure how to play.
It says describe the items on the card in any order. Teammates guess what is being described. The describer cannot use any parts of the words on the card or use rhymes with or sounds like or starts with the letter.
Oh, okay.
Now we got 4 on the cards here I'm seeing.
Okay.
So you know me. We putting a time limit on this or what?
Oh, we have to. You love a time limit.
I do. I do. What's the goal?
I mean, do you think you could get me to say those 4 words in under a minute?
That's where we start.
Okay.
That's where we start.
Okay.
And
When
I'm
do
ready.
I need to do the timer?
I can do the timer.
For both of us?
I'll figure it out.
Because I can try.
No. I got it.
She's concerned. Okay.
No, I'm not concerned.
So,
I'm wanting to take it off your plate.
am I guessing your words now?
I'm going to give to you first. You're going to guess. Then we're going to switch.
Hey.
Now, for those listeners at home, this is, of course, holiday themed.
Yes.
So these are Christmas related.
Yeah.
It's our holiday of choice. I've got 1 minute.
Yep.
We've got 4 items.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I am ready.
Here we go. It's the baked good that has raisins and stuff in it
Cinnamon buns?
for
Raisins?
Christmas. What is
raisins?
Yeah, dates,
don't-
all kinds of things.
Oh, fruitcake?
Yes. You wear these under your clothes to stay warm.
Long underwear, long johns.
Yes. This is something that you pull up that's also it's kind of like a bow.
Like a bow.
It's got 3 little
Holly.
yeah. You get this in your stocking if you've been a bad boy.
Oh.
20 seconds left. We averaged 10
Yes.
seconds per answer there.
Oh, so we want to try and get it maybe in 45 or 30.
Well, that was 40. Do you want to give to me and see if you can beat 40 seconds?
I'm gonna try, but to be clear, I don't touch a raisin.
I don't either.
That's why I was like, what do you put raisins in? I don't know.
I just like that you first went to cinnamon buns, that holiday classic.
Because I didn't think holiday, my brain just went raisins. What do you put raisins in? And that's my big stickler is when people put raisins with cinnamon buns and I get really upset.
Yeah.
Just when I'm going to eat them.
Of course.
You want to put them in your own bio? There's a store I get them from here in town that sometimes there's raisins and I'm just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Have some class.
Have some class.
Lost my mind. All right, so I can't say these words. Shit. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
Go.
Like a dream that you make.
A dream that I make. A wish?
Yes. Not nice, but
Mean. Naughty.
there it is. You use it to secure wrapping paper?
Tape. Scotch tape.
Yes. You shake it and there's white
Snow globe.
floaty. Done.
You got that 35 seconds. The time to beat was 40, and did she do it, folks? She did. So now it goes back to me.
Yeah,
All right, you ready for this?
I am.
It's the spice I put in my drink tonight.
Eggnog. Sorry, cinnamon.
Okay, this is something at church that happens late, and it's
Mass. Pageants.
you
Uh,
had it originally.
Mass.
Yes.
Oh, it's more than mass.
Yes. It's a time.
Oh, midnight mass.
This is Santa Claus is at the very end of it. We wave to them.
Parade.
Yep. Oh, you cut wrapping paper with it.
Scissors.
30 seconds.
I thought I fucked it with the mass.
We're getting faster.
We're getting really good. You'll love this. Okay, okay. Okay.
The time to beat is 30 seconds.
Okay.
The time starts.
Yep.
Now.
Oh, what Dean Winchester loves.
Pie.
Greenery you hang on your door.
Boughs. Wreath.
Yes. You wear it outside over your clothes.
Scarf.
When it's cold. Your whole body.
Jacket. Coat. Winter coat.
The full, like, head to toe.
Oh, snowsuit.
There it is. Gray jingly things,
Bells.
but specifically the color.
Silver bells.
Yes.
31 seconds. The
Fuck
time to
yeah.
beat was 30. So you didn't beat the
Oh.
time.
No, but I'm jazzed. What the fuck? I said a minute. We
Well,
don't
what
need
I'm
a
hearing
minute?
now, 30 seconds is the time to beat.
Woof. Okay. Okay.
I'm setting the clock.
Yep.
30 seconds is the time to beat.
Yep.
Ready?
Yes.
A more specific name for Santa Claus.
Kris Kringle.
Mm.
Ho ho Gijo.
If you're of the Bible, then you're unfortunately, that is time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Oh,
pause. I'm so
jeez.
sorry.
3. 1, 2, 3. We're back. I was not looking for ho ho Gijo. That was not the other name for Santa Claus. I
It
said the
is-
more formal name for Santa Claus. You said Kris Kringle, and then ho ho Gijo.
I was
Nick.
thinking the Santa Claus movie.
Saint Nick was the name I was looking for.
Saint Nick. Oh, I swear, because you said then something about the Bible, didn't you, or something?
Well, yeah, but you didn't recover in time for that.
No, but I would have just started going like Peter, John, like my brain would have run with that, but
All right. Well, listen, let's do one more. You give me this, and then we're going to switch to the next round.
okay, sounds good. You let me know when I should go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course, I'm timing. What am I doing? All right.
All right.
The goal is 30 seconds.
Okay.
Will we do it?
Yeah.
The time starts now.
Canadian bird.
Loon.
Leslie Seiler.
Goose.
Holiday movies starring Michael Keaton.
Oh.
About a snowman.
Jack Frost.
Yes. You hang it up on
Stocking.
holidays. All of it. The whole thing.
Decorations.
Yes. When ice freezes and melts into a stabby point.
Oh, that's the time. That's the
I'm
time.
sorry.
Icicle.
Icicles is what we were looking for.
Well, listen, we Icarus. We got a little too close to the sun there. Trying
Yeah.
for 30 seconds. Let's move on to round 2.
Sure.
And this is the draw it portion.
Oh boy.
We've got a series of cards here with, again, Christmas themed words and phrases. These are not easy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh. Okay.
I mean, the beautiful thing is, yeah, that isn't what they meant. Okay. I was like, that's not a Christmassy one, but I see what they're saying. Yeah, some of these, how do you even draw that? Okay.
So I'm going to give us a minute on the clock.
Sure.
I'm going to give to you first. I'm going to draw for you first.
Oh, I
I've
can't
got my
wait.
giant whiteboard here.
Yes.
Oh God, this is.
We need to get you an easel.
We do. Well, what's great about this is I pulled this out today, and what was on here? Drawings from last year's Hoot.
Well, I'm charmed and flattered by that, but also we need to get you using it more.
I need to be using it more. All right. There's only one word on the card, but I do feel concerned that we may need a full minute. So there's a minute on the clock.
Oh,
the time starts now.
Okay. Man. Gingerbread man. Gingerbread cookies. Snow angel.
Yes. 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right. You go. I'll
Yep.
give you a minute on the clock.
We're not going to need it.
We're not going to need it, but this is the first round. This is the warm up.
Bold. Okay.
You ready?
I'm going to do my best to try and I have to move my camera so I can see. I am recording everything, right? We'll find out.
I mean, it's really 50-50 at this point, and I say it with love.
There was that fun year. I think it was the very first year.
Yep.
That we did the Hootenanny where it was like, where's half your audio? You recorded the beginning and the end, but nothing in the middle. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
It tracked.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that one was bad for me.
Here we go.
Yep. This is
A minute
hard
on the
to do
clock.
it, to see it.
I know.
Okay.
And go. Snowman. Frosty the Snowman.
Yes. That was like 10 seconds.
8 seconds. All right. We're taking this down to a 30-second time.
Yeah.
Let's try it again.
Why didn't I bring something to wipe with? Well, I guess I'm wearing sleeves. I didn't think of an eraser.
Well, here's what I love. I've just taken us down to 30 seconds, and I've drawn what I might be describing as one of the most difficult things I've ever thought to have to draw.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Okay. Well, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Silver bells, roasting chestnuts, jingle bells, holly. Was that a turkey?
This pen doesn't work.
Is that a
got
guitar?
Marker everywhere.
Jingle bells? Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on horse open sleigh. The jingle bell carols, Christmas carols.
We were looking for Jingle Bell Rock.
Oh.
And I want you to know I'm in a brand new pair of pants, and I've also gotten marker all over my chair.
That's 2 years in a row.
Yep. Well, you know what it is? It's that this whiteboard is unwieldy. It's too big. All right. We go back to you then.
All right.
We shake that off.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Time
You
starts.
let me know. Yep.
Now. Hot cocoa, hot chocolate.
Yes.
6 seconds.
Fuck yeah.
Hot chocolate, and I'm getting Jingle Bell Rock.
I think it has more, not so much to do with what we're choosing to draw And what boob is guessing?
No.
I think that's
No.
part of it. Some of these I question,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. How are you supposed to draw that?
Well, here we go.
Okay.
On to the next one. On to
Yeah.
the next one.
Here it comes. Here
30
it comes.
seconds.
Can't wait. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Time starts now.
Present, gift, wrapping. Oh, chart, naughty and nice list.
Yes. Took us 18 seconds.
Did you write nobody and then write Bo?
I was going to write Bob. Then I realized who's Bob? I don't know, but he's good. And then I was going to write our names on the good one. And then I was going to write the names of some of my exes on the bad one. That was going to be my next move.
I like that a lot. I like,
Right?
see, I like the strategy. You're thinking in advance.
I had a plan for that one.
I do not currently have the capability to think in advance. Oh, I just stuck the straw into my chin. That's where we're at.
All right, let's do one more each.
Okay.
One more set each. So this is your set, and then we'll do one more each, and then we'll move on to the final round.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
On three.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Star, Christmas tree. Angel on top of the tree. Halo. Decorated tree. Christmas tree. Tree topper. Christmas angel. Tree angel. Star of David. Christmas tree angel?
There it is.
Who says that?
Nobody. Yeah, again. I mean,
We had 1 second. That took us 29 seconds, but we got there.
We got there. That's
Yeah.
the problem. Like, you got tree topper. You had angel. It was specifically that it has to say Christmas tree angel.
Yeah. All right. Last round.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to get just silly. Okay.
I can't wait.
You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Oh no.
Sperm? Grinch.
Yes. Sperm Grinch. That was 9 seconds.
Wow. I'm going to say it. I think the backwards hat is suited for games. Like, it immediately makes me feel competitive. Like I'm doing sport.
Like I'm doing sport.
I said what I said.
All right. This is the last one for you to draw for me. 30 seconds is on the clock. And the time starts now. Bow. Ribbon, wrapping paper, gift, present, presents, Santa gifts. And that's not a bow, huh? What the hell is that? Ooh. Gift box, gift wrap. Pie. Is it a pie? The time is up.
It's a pumpkin pie.
That's a pumpkin, huh?
That's supposed to be a pumpkin.
It's just, I'm sorry, the corners are a little square on the bottom, and it looked like such a beautiful bow on top.
Yeah, I didn't think that through. I made it more of an apple top than a pumpkin top, I think.
Well, listen, this is getting interesting. We got one final round here. And this round is called List It. Read the category heading. Teammates now shout out words associated with the category, hoping to match the ones on the card. So each of these cards has 6 items on the list. I say we're going to 6. So we're going to put a minute back on the clock. I'm going to list you the category, and you have to try and get all 6. And I can't help you. I can't help you.
Right. All I get is a category.
That's right.
Don't say the different Santa names that Scott
Mm.
Calvin uses in the Santa Claus.
I loved it.
Okay.
All right. You ready for this?
Yes.
1 minute on the clock. The category is red Christmas items.
Whoa. Okay. Or are we already going?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so sorry. Stocking, holly, Santa's hat, Santa's suit, candy cane, cookies, bows, ribbons, wrapping paper, mittens, socks, Christmas ornaments, tree skirts, decorations. I don't know how far they're going. Rudolph's nose. Red, red.
You're missing one.
Oh, fuck. What's red? Stockings. Uh, bunting? Is that a thing?
Bunting. Bunting.
Boughs and shit.
Time.
know.
Time. I'll give you a hint. It's
Yeah.
currently in the drink you're drinking.
Cranberry.
Cranberry.
Fuck. Yeah, that's a lesson learned that I tried to focus away from the drink and I should have been focusing on the drink.
Amen.
Well,
Amen. All right. A minute's on the clock. I got to guess six.
oh
Six of
boy.
these items.
Yep. Are you ready?
The time starts now.
Christmas words that start with the letter C.
Candy cane, candle,
Yep.
Christmas, Christmas gift, Christ, ooh, carving station, crap,
Mm-hmm.
children, how many do I have?
2.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Carols, Christmas carols.
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek? Sounded like Star Trek to me.
On me.
Bob Cratchit. Christmas cookies. Christmas crackers. Christmas gripes. That's time.
So sorry, but thank you for cursing always with the letter C.
How many did I get?
Well, you got candles, candy cane, and carols.
That's it. Christmas cookies isn't on there. That's bullshit.
Well, wait for it. Chestnuts was one, which is why I tried to do chestnuts roasting.
And what I heard was, ooh.
Valid. That is valid.
Yeah.
Chimney
Okay.
and cookie cutter.
Stupid.
It's hard. They didn't make this easy.
Well, here you go. Next round. The
Yep.
category is funny Christmas movies. Time starts now.
Elf, the Santa Claus. Oh my God. Deck the Halls. Christmas with the Cranks. I don't know how hip this game is.
Hip.
Funny. I mean, Fred Claus, Four Christmases, A Christmas Story, Home Alone.
You're missing two.
Yeah. Oh, um, funny. We did Will Ferrell. Oh, what did they consider funny? Um, fuck. Christmas. I love that I'm blanking on any Christmas movie. God, it won't be the one where she fucks a ghost. That is one of my favorites, though.
That's time.
Yep.
All right. You got Elf, Home Alone, The Santa Claus, and A Christmas Story.
Okay.
You missed National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation
Fuck. Yep.
and A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh, I never would have got that.
I don't think it's a funny. I don't personally think it's that funny, but
Oh, there are so many of those that I don't think is laugh out loud funny,
Yeah,
but they are who they are.
they
I'm
are.
gonna purposely not do that one because that feels types of Christmas plants. Get out.
That's hard.
I would not have gotten those. Um, I also want you to know when I got this game,
Yeah.
I've separated it out because there are like 6 or 7 different types of things in this. One of them was movement, which I felt wasn't good for an audio medium.
That's tough. It's a tougher sell.
So I that's why I chose these ones. But once I got them into their categories, I turned them upside down and dealt them in 2 different piles, and then to 2 different zippies, and then to 2 different locations, so that I wouldn't know what's on yours or my own.
I love
So
that.
that's uh oh yeah, okay, we got this. Oh fuck, that's easy. Do I go the easy one or do I go the one where I say we got this? Um, okay. Well, I'll get okay. We're gonna go this one because we're gonna get the charge back.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Santa's original reindeer.
Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and
Done.
Donner. 8 seconds.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
There it is.
There it is. Let's do one more each. We're gonna do one more each.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. You ready for this?
Always.
I'm not going to choose this card, but there is a card that is other names for Santa Claus. And shockingly, Ho Ho Gijo not on here.
No shit.
Yeah.
Tell that to Scott Calvin.
Well, there you go. The category is
Yeah.
Christmas dinner dishes.
Oh, turkey, ham, stuffing, potatoes, mashed potatoes, scallop potatoes, vegetables, peas, carrots, corn. Oh my God. What else do people eat? Pie. Um,
Is there a specific pie?
pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Um, shit. What else do I have? That's pretty much dinner. Um, shit. Turkey stuffing,
Red. They're
cranberry
red.
sauce,
You got one more.
salad. Do
You're
people do
closer.
salad?
You're getting
Caesar
close.
salad,
No.
tossed salad.
Not a salad.
But green.
Yeah.
Spinach. Um, uh, what do you have that's green? Lettuce, asparagus, Brussels
Time.
sprouts.
It was Brussels sprouts.
Fuck.
So
I
close.
actually love Brussels sprouts.
So do I. So do I. All righty. Last one. Last list it for me. You tell me when you're ready.
All right. I'm ready.
All right. You give me that category and I'll start the time.
Things found on a Christmas tree.
Ornaments, tinsel, a star, an angel, a tree skirt, snow potentially, boughs, needles, ornament hooks, garland, popcorn garland, lights, Christmas lights.
Yes.
Is that the
One
card?
more. One
One
more.
more. Hooks. I said hooks. That's fingers?
Oh,
Candy canes.
there it is.
What a gift in my damn life.
Fingers?
Oh, fingers?
The
Fingers are
beautiful
eating?
thing is we can save those for next year.
Oh, heck yeah.
I
I love this
the
game.
set of them that are in the Toronto package, you could just throw those out.
Oh, yeah. The package that got lost.
Yeah.
Well, listen, that brings us to time for our second break. So just grab another drink, hit the can, and we're going to be back with a little more madness on Hoot 4, Live Free or Die Hard. All right. Last clap On three. 1, 2, 3. Welcome back to Hootenanny 4, Live Free or Die Hard. We got one last thing for you, because you know what? It's Christmas time.
In the city. Oh.
Beau- Beautiful.
I didn't
Um,
know if that's where we were going.
I was open to anything.
Of course, you always are.
Open to anything.
Yep.
Now, Christy has sent me, and has something for herself.
Yeah.
A mystery bag of items.
Yeah.
Who knows what's in here? And all I see on the schedule is one word, and it's something that's become synonymous with the name Christy Oxborrow, and that is unboxing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wowzer.
Yeah.
So you've informed me that there's 8 items in this bag
Correct.
for me to unbox. Now, are you unboxing as well?
I am. We're unboxing the same thing, just different types, different themes of the same thing.
Wowzer.
Yeah.
Well, should I get in here?
Well, yeah. And if you need to, throw that bag out. It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. It's the
Listen,
only thing I had to keep things.
It's janktastic.
It is
It's
what it is,
janktastic.
you know?
Oh my God.
And
I
that
somehow
gift
has
was
managed to
sent in a rush.
it's taped itself to itself. There we go. Oh, yes. It is, of course, the new series of Star Wars mystery ornaments, the Hallmark ones. We got
Yeah.
very into these last year. And I got to tell you, there is Lando Calrissian in here. There is an Ewok. There's Boba Fett. And then the one that I am dying for, it's a little Han Solo in carbonate. I
mean,
am jazzed. What you got?
course, I went the Harry Potter ones because I can't be stopped.
Right.
Yeah.
First one. Here I go. I'm
Yeah.
tearing in. It's little Lando. It's little Lando. Oh. How cute is he?
Oh, that stash, get out of town.
Right? I think that they went with Billy D also versus Donald Glover Lando.
Oh, sure. So classic.
Classic.
Can you tell that by the hair?
It's just the look of him. I think it is the hair too. You're right.
Mhm, mhm.
Billy D had quite a mop in the best possible way.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm like, one of mine, because I'm a psycho.
Sure.
I bought the remaining box, like
Yeah.
everything that was in it. So I'm just going to show the first one because the box each has one. I got Harry.
Amazing.
He's in the box. And I didn't have to, but I did ask. I
Yeah.
was like, if I'm buying this, can I just take the whole thing, the whole box? Because they just throw them out. And I'm like, what if I don't get Harry in one of these other ones? So the
Great
good
point.
news is, I know for sure I have Harry. He's not coming out of this, but I'll get him out eventually. The point
Yeah.
is, he's incredibly cute.
He's so cute.
Can't wait. My only thing is, he doesn't have a string. Does Lando had a string, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I wonder if it's just because of did they not want to put one on this one because they thought no one would ever take him. They thought he'd just get thrown out.
Maybe.
Joke's on fucking them. I have string. I cannot get him out of this. I'm just going to have to leave it till I'm.
Is that your go?
With
Was
it.
that your, is that
Yeah.
your turn?
Oh, yeah. I'm using that as a go.
Why? Because I'm very excited over here.
Of course.
Okay. It is the little scout trooper. How cute is this guy?
I mean,
And what's nice is this year I have a little mini white Star Wars tree and a little mini black one. So I have a good guys and bad guys separated. So this is nice.
I like that a lot. And again, you can't tell me that string costs a lot. Am I pissed about this string? Yep.
That's where she's at.
That's where she's at. She's going to pick something. Oh, I thought I needed a scissor, but then I realized. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's a mystery. We get it. Oh, it's Professor McGonagall. She's incredibly cute.
Cute.
It's just the tiny little hands for me and those little itty bitty little feet.
Now, here's
You
a
tell me.
question. What's the one that is there one that you really hope to get on the
Oh, I
list?
guess I did not. I should have manifested this first. Um, oh, well, I mean, you'll love this. Dobby. I know some people like him, some don't. Oh, I will say, McGonagall is a rare. Um, I love of all of them, to be honest. I want that super rare Hogwarts Express train
That's cute. Yep.
because it's like the rest of them. I'm like, I'd love the full set, but that train, but
Well,
it's also
listen,
super rare, so I'm ready.
my Han Solo and Carbonate, also super rare.
Of
So
course,
champagne tastes, the both of us.
that's who we are.
All right, here we go. Number 3. Let's see. Oh my God, it's little Wicket the Ewok. Look how
Oh, that's cute.
that's adorable. I love them.
Now I will let you know I currently have 6 left because I think I only had 7 altogether. Wait,
I only have 5.
you have one less than me?
Yeah,
How the fuck is that possible?
because the Harry Potter, the Harry.
Right, but I thought I'd sent another one. I guess I didn't. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna open 5 of them then.
Yep. Well,
I'll open the other one later. Oh my God, just get scissors. Don't be too proud. Don't be too proud for scissors. I've come just tanked. That's where I am. I can't even open this fucking thing. We're good. We're good. Okay.
I'm pre-peeling over here.
Smart.
Yep.
God damn it.
Oh no.
McGonagall.
Well,
2 for 2. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm gonna start cutting these open.
all right. Here we go. Next one, number 4 for me. Oh, it's another, okay. It's another stormtrooper. Another scout trooper. That's okay. That's
I don't
okay.
like that energy. All right. Well, now I'm just manic child on a Christmas morning.
Yep.
Frantic. There we go. Okay. Well, somebody knew. It's Dobby.
Well,
I mean, he's cute, but I mean, I want them all. So,
yeah. You want the full set.
and you'll love this. I'm picking up each of them. One feels a lot heavier than the other. One feels more full.
Interesting. More
So,
full.
like it feels like it's larger.
Okay.
I love
All
that I'm
right.
turning that off for the sake of showing the items. I got nothing.
All right. I'm opening number 5. Still
Yep.
alive. Oh, it exploded. It's another Wicket. It's another Wicket.
Damn it.
Yeah. No Sharky.
I also went there the other day. I love that I thought I had perfectly planned it out. That I had given us the same amount or that I thought you had one extra. Yeah, my math fucked up. The point is I went there the other day, still no more of the Harry Potter. They maybe had some, but then sold out since then.
Right.
And they only had like 2 or 3 of the Star Wars. I should have just bought them.
Listen, you've done enough. You've sent me 8.
No, not enough. It'll never be enough. Okay.
All right.
I've taken all the plastic off of them and I'm going to leave them like this because it's just so much easier to open it. God damn it. It's another Dobby. He's cute, but again, I mean, they're incredibly cute, but
I get it. All right, here we go. This is number
Yep.
6 for me. Lucky number 6.
We got this. We got this.
It's little Leia.
I like when it's somebody
Look
new.
how cute.
Now, is
Very
she
cute.
like a high up in the rankings at this point?
It says Boosh. Why am I blanking on what that means?
I don't know, but to me, that's my favorite Philadelphia Flyer of all time.
Well, that feels like a good omen.
I think so.
Boosh. Why don't I remember any of this? Oh, Princess Leia impersonated him in order to infiltrate Jabba's palace and free Han Solo.
Oh, sure.
There you go.
I say sure as though I know.
Yeah. I will be honest.
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi is probably the one that I am the least familiar with, which I know is shocking, but that is the truth.
I don't know where that lives on the order of things.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I was trying to take an interest in your things.
Oh
okay.
no, listen, I wasn't trying to shoot you down.
No.
No,
I get it. We got things done, Box. We
no,
got
no,
shows to
no.
wrap up.
Well, listen, go to bed. Is
I
that
think
a
that was
child or a
I think
cat?
it was a cat.
Mhm.
I don't know. The point is, I got fucking Harry again.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
But I guess now I don't have to take him out of this, and now I got a fucking free string.
There you go. Return of the Jedi is technically the third of the original, but it's episode 6.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It's the one with the Ewoks, which is the theme of this set, I feel like.
Sure. Because the first one was like the original movie, right? The first set of these we did.
Yes.
That feels right.
But that's interesting because what happened to the second movie? What happened to Empire?
Well, and that's the thing. I think last year they just brought out the same ones again
Yeah.
because we got obsessed with
Well,
them. And then we were like, can't wait for next year. And then all of a sudden it's
yeah.
like, wait, it's the same ones?
This is a new one. This is a new one. Is it little Luke? It's little Luke. Oh my God, he's so cute. Look how cute this guy is.
Oh, that is cute. I love these things.
They're really adorable.
I thought maybe they'd say like what series they are on them, but they aren't. Okay, what do we
So there's
got?
seven in the set, and I do have 5. So fingers crossed that
Hey,
this last one
I
is
got
either Boba Fett or the Han Solo and Carbonate.
a little Draco Malfoy.
He's cute.
He is. That is now 4 of the 7.
Here we go. My last one.
Okay.
Come on now. These are really. It's Boba Fett. It's Boba Fett.
Oh, hey.
Wowzer.
Oh, that's cute. The color pops.
It pops. The detailing is exquisite. And that's impressive. I got 6 of the 7. That's impressive.
Yeah, so the only one you didn't get was the super rare.
Yeah.
Wow. God. Well, again, if it's anything like this, maybe I miscounted. This is my last one. Did I
That's
think
it.
we had a different number? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't
This
matter.
one, again, it feels heavier than the other ones.
Mm.
So I want to believe. I gotta believe. I've opened it.
And
Wow. Okay, no, that makes sense. It is not what I thought it was. It is Bellatrix Lestrange. But she's so much hair that
right.
like it has caused her to be quite heavy. But
So how many did you get?
I have 5
That's
of the
not bad.
7. Because Bellatrix was a common. I got the 3 commons and then I got 2 rares. I didn't get the Hogwarts Express or the Death Eater, which is a bad guy. And
Yeah.
then I have 3 doubles. One who's just never coming out of this plastic. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, listen, that brings us to the end of the scheduled programming on Hollywood Hootenanny. Holiday Hootenanny 4, Live Free or Die Hard.
I
Chris,
would love a Hollywood Hootenanny.
well, let's keep that in the bag of tricks to think about.
Of course.
Christy Oxborrow, listen, you bring games, you bring true crime, you bring unboxing all in one
Yeah.
place. This is a true love letter to the holidays, and I'll say it, a love letter to the listeners and a love letter to us.
Yeah. Nothing. It's not the holidays until I basically pee my pants.
Yeah. 100%.
I've had those.
We've never had to take so many pee breaks in an episode, and for that, I think we're better for it.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear listeners, for listening now and always. We so appreciate your support. We know that the holidays can be a tough time or a difficult time or a nuanced time, as well as a happy time for people. So we're sending a lot of love out there to anybody who's going through it. No, you're not alone. And we hope that maybe this gave you a smile if you were in need of one. Christy, do you want to tell the people about next week's episode?
I have it written down, don't I? No.
We're going to take some time off for the holiday, but we will be back with a brand new episode January 16th. And that episode, as we've already teased, is, of course, the Mother God cult. The documentary, of course, is called Love Has Won. And I am so jazzed for that. I cannot even stand it. Christy, do you want to say goodnight to the people?
Right. I did have a plan. Oh. Good night, Joel Farabee.
Good night, Ho Ho Jijo.